Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mathematical Lens by Namita. In this video, we are going to continue with chapter number 7, Fractions of Grade 6 Mathematics of the new NCERT textbook Ganitha Prakash. So let us understand fractional units as a part of a whole. In the last video, we understood the fractional units or unit fractions. In this, we will try to relate it with a part of a whole. So here a picture of a whole chickpea is given. You can see a picture given over here. A picture of the chickpea broken into two pieces. Below, how much the original chickpea in each piece is. Right? So they have asked a question. First, let us see the whole chickpea. Can you see smaller lines over here in the whole chickpea? Right? Can you see there is a grid being formed? Even in the real chickpeas, you will get such pieces. Right? So, how many such pieces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4 this way. So, 24 pieces are there in the whole chickpea. Right? Now, here the chickpea is broken into two pieces. Now, the pieces which are given here, they are not equal. Right? So, we need to find out how much of the original chickpea each piece is. How much is this piece and how much is the other piece, the bigger piece. Right? So what is done over here, this whole chickpea is divided into four parts. If you bring this part nearer, it is divided into four parts. So this part becomes 1 upon 4. Correct? And this remaining part, you can see this is 1 upon 4. This is 1 upon 4. This is also 1 upon 4. Each part is same. There are 4 parts. So how many 1 upon 4? 3 times 1 upon 4. Which is 3 upon 4. So the bigger piece has 3 pieces of 1/4. So we can say that it is 3 upon 4th of a chickpea. Right? So you can divide the whole chickpea into number of equal parts. What is important is equal parts. And decide, you can't say this is half. Okay? They are not even equal. Right? Will you take, if this is considered as half, will you take the smaller piece? This is smaller, right? So we need to divide the whole chickpea into equal parts, which is very important point in terms of fractions, that the parts should be equal. So you're getting 1/4 and 3/4 of the chickpea, right? Now there is another chickpea given over here. You can see this one, other one. So here it is divided into 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. So each part will be 1 out of the 6 parts. So 1/6. 1/6, right? So each part is 1/6. Now see another example. This whole chickpea is again cut into 6 parts, but the way of cutting is different. So 1, 2, so it is cut this way, right? So you are getting each part this as 1/6. This is 1 upon 6. Let me change the color. So this is 1 out of 6. This is 1 out of 6. This again is 1 out of 6. 1 out of 6. 1 out of 6. You can use a scale to make straight lines. So this part is 1/6. Right? Now looking at these pieces, they don't look similar. They don't look equal. But both are 1/6 of the same chickpea. So here, based on this, there is a question: by dividing the whole chickpea into 6 equal parts in different ways, we get 1/6 chickpea pieces of different shape. This is one shape, this is another shape. Are they of the same size? So how do we decide that? They don't look similar. So if you look into the grid which I told you, which we made in the previous whole chickpea, this one, how many parts were there? 24 total parts were there. So if we consider the same grid, Now here you can easily see 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, small pieces out of 24. Now the same chicky I am showing it in a grid of 24 pieces, same as the whole chicky. And now try to relate it with the 4 pieces which were shown. Now here 4 pieces are easy to identify, right? We need to decide whether the both this 1/6, this 1/6, this is 1/6 and this is also 1/6. Is it same? Right. So if we understand in terms of pieces, now just see here. If I count this as whole, one whole, whatever is the remaining piece, this, if I pick it up from here and put it over here, it will become one whole again, right? And this remaining portion, I pick it and put it here. So you will get 4 pieces. You need to bring this piece over here and this small piece, attach it here. You have to imagine, right? So if this piece is attached over here and this piece is attached over here, it will also become 4 pieces, 4 smaller pieces, right? So both will become same. So you can imagine it in this way also. So with the help of the grid, we understood that these both pieces, 1/6, this piece and this triangle, square and triangle, both are same size. You can write it as, yes, they are of same size. Now there is another question. What is the fractional unit of chicky shown below? So here the whole chicky is divided into 3 parts. You can see. So you are getting 3 pieces. So this each piece is 1/3. For better understanding, you can even, this is easy, 1/3, 1/3. But there are questions based on this. You may find it difficult. So what you can do, the original uh, 24 parts. Imagine original 24 parts. From that 24 parts, how many small pieces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 out of the 24 parts. And 8 ones are 8, 8 threes are 24. So it becomes 1/3. This would be an easier way of understanding this question. So let us now solve the figure it out exercise, which is based on the same cheeky concept. Now we will solve this figure it out exercise based on this total 24 parts, because that would be easier for you to understand, right? Every time you will not have to divide the whole chicky into various parts according to the pieces given, right? So how much of the whole chicky is each piece? Now here you can see in the first one, we'll divide it into grid according to the grid. So here you can see there are 2 pieces, right? Of the smaller part. There are 24 pieces over here. So here there are 2 out of 24 pieces. Now if I try to reduce it, so 2 ones are, 2 12s are. So your answer will be 1/12 for the first question. Question number B, this triangle. So we make this triangle by dividing it into 8 parts. This is one triangle which we are getting, right? First we made 4 parts and then each rectangle is divided into triangles, right? So this is one, this is another. So 1, 2 triangles over here and 2 more triangles in this shape. 3 and 4. So you are getting 4 parts of this chicky, and this one triangle represents 1 out of 4 parts. This is question number B. Question number C, this particular shape of the triangle, let us see. Now if we divide this again into 4 pieces. first 4, and then make this triangle over here. So 1, 2 triangles in this piece. Similarly, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this triangle we are getting 8 pieces, and each is 1 upon 8. Clear? Now this question number D. In question number D, you can see that this particular shape, this you can divide it into 6 parts like this. Right? And this 1, 2, 3, 4 whole pieces. So this is one out of the 6 parts, right? So you can write it as 1 upon 6. Or as I told you, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of the smaller pieces out of 24. So 4 out of 24. That also gets reduced to 1 upon 6. Question number E. Now here they have given 3 pieces, 3 small square pieces I told you. This you can directly do through this method which I told you. So there are 3 out of 24 pieces, the small squares which I told you, and then reduce it. So if I try to reduce it, 3 ones are 3, 3 eights are 24, so you get 1 upon 8. This is 1 upon 8 of the whole chicky. And if I try to explain you the same through diagram, how will you divide this into the shape which was given? So what you can do, you can take these 3 pieces over here in this corner. Right, and the next 3, so likewise you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You will get such 8 pieces. So that way also you can understand, we can use different colors to imagine the same pieces. In this diagram, right? So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 similarly here. So total 8 pieces. Or the way I have explained, that you can count the smaller squares and then reduce it to 1 upon 8. So that is question number E. Question number F. Now see this shape. What you can do, you can count the number of small squares, right? So this is 1, 2, these 2 half of together as 3, and these 2 half together as 4. So there are 4 total pieces. So 4 out of 24, which becomes 1 upon 6, right? It may be difficult for you to look into the picture. It is little blurred, so I'll show you it in a simple grid also. So in question F, if I try to draw this triangle over here, this way the triangle is given. So then you can count the number of pieces like this. 1, 2, these are 2 whole. And these 2 together, 3 half half. And these 2 together, 4 half half. So there are 4 small squares, and 4 upon 24 is equal to 1 upon 6. This way you can understand it by counting the number of small squares. So it is always better to divide it into grid. Then it's easy for you. Question number G. Now this, when there are full squares, now it is easy with the method which I explained. This is 1 out of the 24 pieces. So you can directly write it as 1 upon 24. This is one small square, and we saw that there were 24 such pieces. So the answer will be 1 upon 24. Now, in this particular uh, triangle which is given, see the size of the triangle. Question number F, the smaller triangle, if I try to draw it in the chicky over here, it is this part, right? So now again, if you see this portion, if you pick it up and put it here, it is again one small square, right? I will also show you it in the simple grid. So in question number H, if you see that small triangle, it is like this. So if I cut this small portion and put it over here, it becomes a full square. And this one full square is 1 upon 24. So you can write the answer as 1 upon 24. So question number H, it is again same as G. It is also one small piece out of the 24 pieces. If I cut this portion and put it over here, it becomes a small chicky piece. So this is also 1 upon 24. So I hope you have understood this figure it out exercise. We'll continue this chapter in the next video. Thank you.